Libra, welcome to your January 2020 astrology forecast, and Happy New Year! There is pressure from all sides to get things done in January. You barely get one thing done, and then you need to move on to the next. Time to let go of what is toxic and unfulfilling in your life. You have the strength and awareness to rebirth yourself. Use your innate optimism to face the fear, and the rewards will blow your mind. Trust yourself and take a risk. Security is found within. There are powerful forces stirring inside of you. They reveal the length and breadth of your authentic self. And there will be a fresh breeze blowing in. Make sure you know what you want out of life and change your course as needed. Now here in January we have the powerful stellium mega conjunction in Capricorn in the area of your foundation, your inner being. And that is why it's so important at this time in January to let go of what's not serving you anymore and tap into what it is you really want, and live from your authentic self, who you really are. The Cancer lunar eclipse on the 10th is in the area of your destiny in the world, your profession in the world, your reputation in the world, what you do in the world. For some of you, you could be moving out of what you're doing. Maybe it's time to move into something new. Maybe it's time to start your own business. Have you thought about having your own YouTube channel? Do you like to teach, educate, entertain, or inspire others? There's a place for you on YouTube, and you don't need large numbers to do great with YouTube. Think of what 1,000 loyal subscribers could be doing for your business. So this is the time for you to think about, are you in the right job? Are you in the right relationship? Are you in the right living location? This will be revealed to you here in January. Now, the thing with January is, because it's stirring the pot for all of us, we don't have to have all the answers in January. We don't have to know everything, or what's the outcome of this and what's the outcome of that. We're right at the beginning of this transformation. And that's what the planets are revealing to us. We're at the starting gate. We're at the beginning. We're at the starting point. So it's not about pushing or knowing everything. It's more about really connecting with yourself and trusting yourself and releasing what's not doing it for you anymore. Instead of just kind of faking it, recognize, okay, this doesn't work for me anymore. I don't want to be doing this anymore. And when you do that, you're going to feel better. You're going to be feeling like, okay, even though I'm scared about getting on this new path, or I'm scared about leaving this relationship, or where I live, or whatever you're doing, the rewards for taking a risk and moving into something new, or just moving into a space where you're allowing for the new to come in, the rewards are going to blow your mind. The rewards are going to be gigantic. So this is a time where we're all being asked to release what's not working for us anymore. With Saturn, he rewards being practical. He rewards having a strategy and planning, so that if you are to move out of a job, or you are to, say, start your own YouTube channel, planning that out in the weeks and months ahead is how you get rewarded. And even Pluto is not an unlucky planet. So Pluto, Saturn, Mercury, Jupiter, Sun, all in Capricorn, in the area of your foundation, is, and this has been going on with you for all of us, since Pluto went into Capricorn in 2008. So you've been dealing with this upheaval in your personal life, in your inner being, in your home, in your foundation for a really long time now. The good news is this is like your last push, because Jupiter's going to move into Aquarius, and so is Saturn at the end of this year. And that's going to feel like a breath of fresh air. Now, you're going to start feeling this spring. Now, I talked about this in the year ahead once for you. But you're going to start feeling this energy in this month when Mercury enters Aquarius on the 16th, and then the Sun follows Aquarius on the 20th. That's the breath of fresh air that you begin to feel in your life. So this is the last conjunction of Saturn and Pluto on the 12th. They're still kind of hanging around each other all year, so we're going to be dealing with the fallout, for most of the year. However, this is it. And so whatever the universe is pushing you out of right now, and it's going to be unique for each one of you because you're all on your own life path destiny and you all have your own lessons, just like I have my lessons. Hitting the table here. I have my lessons, and so the energies, for me, it's all about my work and my health that's changing. And trying to do it the old way just isn't working. And so that's the big wake-up call in here. And when you are going within and trusting yourself and staying optimistic, the rewards are going to be gigantic for you. So you will begin to feel this shift of energy in here, even at the start of January. And it will be, phenomenal at the end of the year when Jupiter goes in and Saturn goes into Aquarius, because that all forms a harmonious energy flow with any planets you have in Libra, rather than this challenging energy that you've been dealing with, especially the last 3 years, has been super intense on the cardinal signs, the Libra, the Aries, the Cancer, and the Capricorns. And so be honest with yourself and what's working for you. If something's working, then you just keep moving with it. Even if you hit a roadblock or bumps in the road, you just keep going. But if something really is not working for you anymore, like you got no business being in there, you got no business doing it, don't just say for the so-called security, because in this energy, anything can shift overnight. And the truth is, the security is really in your mighty I Am presence, your higher self. All security comes from Creator, and that's found within us, and we want to work from that place. So let go of what's not working for you. And don't obsess about it either, because with Mercury in Capricorn coupled with Saturn and Pluto, we could just obsess about things, and it's a waste of energy. We're better off daydreaming. Now, the way out with this energy is Neptune, because Neptune is trining the moon in Cancer, the lunar eclipse Cancer, and sextile all the planets in Capricorn. And Neptune is about spirituality. It is about creativity and dreaming. It's not about details or reality. And so it's better to be spending time meditating, daydreaming, being creative, than worrying or obsessing about the future. Because we have no control over the future. All power is in the choices we make today. What we decide to do today is where our power is. So be here now and focus on what you need now. This stellium, this mega conjunction, is happening in your home, your foundation, your inner being. How you nurture yourself, how you build security for yourself, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. And what these energies are showing everyone is that security is something that comes from our higher self and our inner being. And when we rely on that, we're going with the flow, we're riding the train, letting the train take us where we need to go. And we're not trying to control everything. We're not trying to control outcome. We're not trying to tell the conductor how to drive the train. We're just being the passenger on the train and allowing the energies to take us where we most need to go. Now, Venus, your avatar, enters Pisces on the 13th, and that can help to improve health. It can help to improve work and make things better at work. If things have been confusing at work or challenging at work, having your avatar, guardian angel, ruling planet, lovely Venus in Pisces can help you improve those areas of your life. And then Mercury enters Aquarius, and Aquarius rules your creative self-expression, your self-confidence, being outgoing, taking risks, sports, children, creativity, love affairs, romance. That's good news. And then the Sun moves into Aquarius on the 24th, which is awesome. And now this is this shift of energy you're going to be feeling, like a breath of fresh air blowing into your life, lifting you up, inspiring you, rewarding you for making the changes these first 3 weeks in January that you needed to make, taking a risk, putting yourself out there, and trusting your soul, trusting who you really are, relying on yourself in that sense. And what's wild is we have this Aquarius new moon on the 24th. It's right at the beginning of Aquarius. So both moons are telling us, hey, you're at the beginning of something. That's why you don't need to have all the answers. You don't even need to know where the train's going. You don't need to know where everything's going. You just need to book your seat and get on the train and go. And what's wild too about this new moon is Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and he is challenging both lights at the time of the new moon, which is another disruptive energy, which is telling all of us, hey, don't try to do it the old way. The old way is not going to work for you. You really need a new approach here. You need a new approach to your work. You need a new approach to your relationships. You need a new approach to your health, a new approach to your security. You need a new approach to, whatever you're focusing on in January. And, for you, it is about perhaps your creativity, your creative self-expression. It can also be, say, your relationship with your children. You might need a fresh approach in how you're managing your relationship with family and children. And this is, an energy that just sweeps out the old. And, of course, it's another message that says release what has expired in your life. It's just like drinking milk. If the milk says expired, we wouldn't keep drinking it. So why do we stay in things that have expired? It's like, why do we keep doing things that we know have expired for us, that we're so done doing? So the message in here is to, release yourself from self-imposed limitations, self-imposed habit patterns, self-imposed behaviors that are not bringing you what you want, are not giving you your happy ending, your success. And when you do that, you're telling the universe, okay, I don't want this anymore. I want this. And then the universe says, okay, well, we'll bring you that because you've made it clear you don't want that anymore. And that's the key here because, this is a very important cycle for all of us. It is, setting the foundation for a very long time in our lives. And we're right at the beginning of it. Just like January is a 1 month. We're right at the beginning of this energy. We're right at the beginning of this new life. And you are rebirthing yourself. And, keeping your optimism. And, for me, it's about keeping my sense of humor and finding whatever's funny I can laugh at so that I don't take it all so serious. Because this energy is, Capricorn is a very heavy energy. And until we get into Aquarius, where things really start to lighten up, it's important that we stay positive, we stay optimistic, and we find the joy in each day, the gift that each day brings, and the joy of that day for us. And with Uranus and Aquarius, success comes from reaching out to new experiences, not doing what we've always done. With Saturn, if something's working, we want to keep with it. That is fine, because Saturn is about building long-term structures. So if something is working in your life, you definitely want to keep it. However, you don't want to step over what's not working at this time, because it's going to be pointed out to us again and again that we need to make a change, or we need to be following different patterns or actions or behaviors, choices. We need to make different choices. And it's important that you're not getting lost in other people's drama, because we're all going through this transformation. Whether people follow astrology or not, it still affects everybody. And knowing the astrology helps, because then we can know, okay, so this is why this institution is breaking down. This is why the government isn't working right now. This is why people are so polarized. This is why we're not moving towards solutions, but just digging in and not really getting anywhere. We can see that in the collective. For you, it's really important that you're not getting lost in, say, the family drama, or what's going on with other people in the family. Because this energy, so many planets, like 5 planets like this in one sign, can be a group of people. And for you, it's in the area of your home. So it can be where you feel, you really want to work on your career, or you really want to work on a new business, publishing, writing, broadcasting, podcasting, whatever it is you want to do. And yet there's just this pull continuously of all this conflict going on with family members, that you are the mediator, and they keep pulling you in to resolve all these different sides or arguments. And you want to make sure that you're not getting distracted by what's going on with other people. Because I feel distraction is the death of creativity. And I see this with my students, that they come in all gung-ho and they want to do the course, and they start getting into the modules, and it's very requiring to learn the technology and apply yourself. And then they get distracted by Facebook and relationships, and then they don't get their work done. And then they're like, oh, I'm not getting the work done. And so be aware, because the biggest thing for some of you could be distractions. Just letting other people distract you from you getting your work done, and you finishing what you need to finish, so that you're feeling that you're making the money you want to make, your career is growing the way you want it to go, that your business is growing the way you want it to grow, that you're not getting distracted by the drama that's going to be going on with other people. Now, I think another fun fact I thought I'd throw in here is the Chinese Lunar New Year starts on January 25th, and this is the year of the rat. Now, I don't know, if that's referring to politicians or what, but I just think that's fun to know, and it's based on the year you're born. I don't know anything about Chinese astrology. All you have to do is Google it. And, whatever year you're born, that's the animal you are. And then you find out, okay, well, if I'm a dog, then how does dogs do a horse? How do horses do in the year of the rat? And then you find out. I think that's just fun fact and interesting to throw in. Now, for those of you available for love and interested in love, you do have a new start here in this area of romance and love. And I think it's really interesting because, for some of you, it could be someone very different than you've been with before. And that could be the surprise too. It's like, whoa, I've met this person, they're very different than me, they got a very different background than me, but I'm really attracted to them and I'm having so much fun with them. And that's kind of nice, you know, is that even if parts of your life are really intense, you can have like this really juicy good thing going on over here in your life that's fun and attractive, and you know, where there's chemistry and very exciting for you. Now Mars is in Sagittarius too this month, and that stirs up, you know, the area of community and social media. So, you know, you could be meeting someone right in your community where you live, or you could be meeting someone through social media, or maybe you do an online dating app. Whatever it is, you know, why not be open to it? You know, especially if you have the time and the space in your life for a new adventure, this could be just the ticket to that new adventure for you. And it could be, you know, bringing you really good energy and fun. And when we meet new people, they also help bring out aspects of ourselves that we didn't know were there. And, you know, that is a very positive thing. You could also be feeling like really creative at this time too, and getting fresh insights into your heart's desire. You know, so you could be like, whoa, you know, this is a new relationship for me. This is a new way of doing relationship, and I really like it. I like how I feel about this person. For those of you coupled, you know, this is an energy where you could be working on a project together, maybe doing something creative together. And it's a nice outlet from, say, you know, what's been going on with the family members, or, you know, the intensity of other relationships in your life. Like the two of you can go off together and have some fun and do nice things for each other. So make sure you do that. Like for those of you coupled, just go off together and, you know, do a day trip, or, you know, take, you know, a long weekend, you know, and just go off and go explore and go do something adventurous and fun that really keeps the relationship exciting and interesting and joyful. How is your career going? I'm really seeing, you know, the potential here for doors opening into new areas for you, as well as, you know, for some of you, you might be moving out of what you've been doing. You know, is it time for something new? Is it time for, you know, a new job, a new promotion, a new business idea that you are very much interested in? This could be the beginning where you find yourself moving on to something else or wanting to start something else. And this would be a good time to do it because we're at the beginning, and this is a time where you could set the foundation for something amazing in your career that you find much more satisfying than, say, what you've been doing for a while. And when you do that, that improves the money too. So, you know, the money follows the mission. And if you're not feeling like you're in your mission, perhaps it's time to do something that inspires you, challenges you in healthy ways, and grows you. Like having your own YouTube channel. So I'm not seeing any challenges to the money. It is going to continue to flow. I see you very busy, getting things done, and being very focused on your work and what needs to get done. And, you know, the money is there. The money will flow. How is your health? Your wealth is in your health. The better you feel, the more you can achieve, the more you can get done. Important to make sure that you're practicing extreme self-care because it's intense right now, and we need our best health to thrive in these energies and do well. So make sure you're taking really good care of you, and that's so important that you're taking care of you, then taking care of others. right? Taking care of you. It's like when the plane is going down, the mother is to put her mask on first before she puts the mask on her child. Not going to do the child any good if mama's not breathing, right? Or papa's not breathing. So make sure you're taking care of you and not just being a workaholic, because you have so much to do and so many people relying on you, because that can be another thing too, is where there's just, you're the breadwinner of the family and there's just so many people relying on you. So make sure you include you in that, and that you are, getting plenty of rest, eating really well, drinking lots of water. Really important with these energies, because these energies are requiring us to release toxins, and so water helps to do that. Water helps to flush out. Even I think even it works on a spiritual level too. Spiritually, this is a really important time for you to be listening to yourself, listening to your inner child, which is your soul self, because that is your authentic self. And that is the key to everything in your life right now, is being true to you, being true to your heart's desire, being true, listening to your inner child. What does he or she really want? And honoring that, being true to that. And when you do that, you're in the flow of the divine and the divine will for your life. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing my videos. Libra, you are rocking awesome. And thank you for totally subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel, and it does let you know when I upload. So until next time, Libra, face the fear, take the risk, move forward. The rewards are going to blow.